Welcome Aries, this is your August 2025 forecast. You can see the most influential transits for the month listed, and we're going to focus on the full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. That's highlighting your spiritual growth and development. You are called to connect with heart-centered communities or higher-minded tribes and use the group energy to vision, to meditate, to create, support communities, all so that you can all align with your collective soul purpose. Let's see what else we have going on as a focus for Aries for this month. So we have the Three of Wands, the Moon. Okay, so you may have some plans that you are evaluating or deciding between. You may have a path that you decided on at this time. But you may find that that is creating more opportunities for you, and you may also be re-evaluating your plans as well. So as you see like these new opportunities come in, or these new ideas or sparks of inspiration come to you, you may decide like, okay, well, this kind of shifts my goals a little bit, and so you may find yourself adjusting that. So you are receiving more and more guidance from your higher self, from your guides, from your angels, from your ancestors. You may also be seeing more signs and synchronicities as well. So this is all just more wisdom and knowledge that's becoming available to you to help illuminate the right path for you. Excuse me. All right, so we also have the Page of Wands, and you're feeling very enthusiastic, very creative. So I see like a lot of messages coming down to you as well. So you may even receive messages in your environment from individuals as well that are going to help you along your path. So you may have soul family that you're connecting with, or a soul tribe that you regularly connect with, and you may find like there's a lot of wisdom there as you're talking about things. There's new ideas, there's new philosophies that are coming out. There's even new strategies for how you can continue to grow and expand your consciousness and your mind. So let's see what else. Okay, let's look at underlying issues. Okay, so you do have some new beginnings coming here. Give me clarity on why that's an issue for you. Okay, so you may just be a little unclear about the next steps for yourself, or particular ideas that come in, or different goals that you may have that you're working towards. You may feel at times that you are stuck, or you may be feeling a little stagnant, or you may be feeling, you know, well, I've done step A, but I'm not quite sure what the next step is or where I should go next. So you may be feeling that a little bit. So that may make you feel like you're not making progress, or you're not making progress fast enough for some reason. We also have you maybe not necessarily taking a straightforward approach here for some reason. So things may be a little confusing, or you may not be sure how to proceed here. But I feel like this is a little out of your character, as far as you sort of taking a little bit of a step back and kind of trying to either think things through, or just saying like, okay, maybe now is not really the right time to put the focus here on this particular idea or strategy. So let's see, we have the Queen of Wands here as well. So you may also be feeling a little less passionate in some way. So I feel like what's going to come out here in the end is to really go back and revise your plans, revise your strategy, and figure out what the priority is for you. So as we're looking at challenges, that may be something you find yourself like not necessarily like making the progress you want to, because of you needing to maybe take another look at your plan and figure out like, okay, is this really what is important to me right now? There may be some expectations or requirements in your environment. It could be individuals of authority in some way, like trying to force a particular outcome or force you to have these particular beliefs, or force you to do these particular things just because, that's typically what happens in society. Or, if you're belonging to a particular group, or, you subscribe to a particular, writings or text or religion, what have you, you may be finding that you're feeling like a little forced into that path and into expanding in that path and believing that more and more. And that may come up as a struggle for you because you are learning more and more about your authentic self and you being source, and you connecting more with your intuition and higher self and receiving those messages and those downloads. So you know what the truth is, and you're becoming more and more aware every day. So you may find that these previous texts or the previous writings or previous beliefs just aren't aligning with you anymore. So let's look at underlying here. So we do have the Six of Pentacles here. Okay, and you may find that you are just going along with the status quo. You're just going along with that because that's what you've always been taught. But that's becoming an issue for you, essentially. It's becoming, you're creating resistance within yourself because that's the true authentic version of you coming out and becoming more aware, like waking up more and more every day. So you're going to find it difficult to stick with the status quo and to execute these beliefs and the belief system that you may have had or you may have been taught or grown up with. You're going to find like a lot of resistance within yourself as it relates to that. And that may be a little bit of a fear for you. And that may be why you are finding it difficult or feeling a little resistance within yourself when you know the truth and you're becoming more aware of it. And like, okay, there's a different path here, or, I don't have to do that because who says I need to do that? I don't need to do that to have a connection with source. Okay, so you're coming into those types of realities, and some of you are already there, but it could be more and more of you resisting this expectation of you in your environment here. Okay. So let's look at your beliefs here. So we do have the Seven of Coins. You know that you continuing to grow and expand your mind and expand your consciousness and learn more and more about your authentic self and who you are and spirituality and the way life works and, what you can do to shift your reality and raise your frequency and vibration. The more you do, the more inspired action that's going to occur and happen, and the more you're going to achieve and accomplish your goals, and you're going to see your desires appear in reality because you're raising your frequency to that level of where you are now allowing these things to become visible to you because you know you deserve them. Okay. So let's see your approach here. So we have the Four of Swords. So you're taking a little bit of a rest. You're evaluating things, you're contemplating things, you're getting your rest and relaxation, you're hydrating, you're working out, whatever those self-care practices are to keep you healthy, body, mind, and soul. You are doing those things. So that is wonderful to see that you are getting in those self-care practices. And if you're not, then you're being guided to do that here. You may also be retreating a little bit and withdrawing your energy from these particular systems and from any communities that you, again, feel aren't aligned with who you are and who you're becoming. So let's look at externally here. Just want to make sure this is still in the camera. It is. Okay. So externally. Okay. So you may be feeling a lot of force from the external environment, from these organizations, these institutions, or from individuals in particular that are just hell-bent on you, like believing this or acting this way, or they just feel like some of the things that you are learning about spirituality and your expansion and growth, just some of those things just may not be able to even understand them here is what I'm hearing, but you understand them. them, you're connecting with them, you're realizing and recognizing them as true, and they're helping you to return to your authentic self. So there may be like a lot of force in your environment here of individuals like trying to sway you, trying to keep you in a belief, like in a false state of belief here, as far as like what you should be doing and how you should be acting and what you should be believing. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna bring a little bit of drama, a little bit of conflict, a little bit of resistance here as you are working through these things for yourself and making the best decision for you. And it's also beneficial for you to just practice gratitude and appreciation at this time. You doing that, you doing your self-care practices is helping to expand your mind more and more and more, so that these individuals, these writings, these texts, these expectations are going to dissipate essentially, and they're going to not be as loud here. As you continue to move forward, the stronger you get in your beliefs and in your knowing, the less impact and effect these structures and individuals are going to have on you. So let's look at some guidance here. We have the 9 of Cups. Continue to practice unconditional love. Continue to expand your consciousness. Continue to raise your frequency and vibration here, because you are working towards emotional fulfillment. And I'm going to say fulfillment in all aspects of your life. That is what this knowingness, this awareness is bringing to you. What else? So we have the Lovers. Wonderful. So we have fulfillment, abundance, prosperity, love. And I hear, like, for some of you, if you're not in a relationship or you don't have a life partner here, this is what this can bring to you. As soon as you raise your frequency and vibration to a place to where your partner is also at, you both on your highest timelines, highest frequencies, like that's when the connection is occurring here. And if you're already with your life partner, then there's still opportunity here as you are both learning and growing to continue to strengthen your bond here. What else? And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wonderful. All right, so there's just a lot of prosperity and abundance and loyalty and commitment and protection and safety here. You are setting the foundation for your life, for the return of your authentic self, for your remembering of who you are. You are really working towards setting that foundation. Let's get a couple oracles here. You're stepping into your highest divine life path. Excuse me. That is so wonderful, because that is essentially what we're saying here. That is the whole gist of this reading here, is that you are raising your frequency and you are now at that place, or you will be at that place where you're like, yeah, that's bullshit. Like, what you're trying to teach here is actually not what it is. That's not what life is. That's not what it's about. That's not the purpose of, or the reason why we are here. So you are stepping into that frequency, and some of you are strengthening and setting that foundation within that frequency if you're already there. And it'll all make sense to you soon. I love that as well, because that is what also we are speaking about here, like more and more knowledge and information becoming aware to you. And don't compare your life to others. Your journey is your own. So that's a really great message here as well, because we do see that there's a lot of pressure to conform to society and its rules and expectations and beliefs here. But this is just that confirmation of you are on the right path of figuring it out for yourself and remembering who you are in the process here. So don't stop that. What else do we have? We have a second chance. It's never too late. We have new possibilities coming through to you. And we saw that you may have a little bit of difficulty with opening yourself up, allowing your flower to blossom and bloom and grow here. But you will work yourself through that. And when you are ready, it is all here. When you are ready. Let's get another one. So we have alchemy and the reward at the end, from grit to grace. So you know already, fulfillment, success, prosperity, joy, bliss, abundance is all available to you at the end of this path. And you can experience it right now. Right now, at this present moment. You can decide that that is your reality. You can decide that that is your frequency, and then you take inspired action toward that to solidify and lock that into reality. And we have soul love. Wonderful. Wonderful. Because to me, this is about partnership in some way. So either your ego merging with the higher self, and you learning more and more to manage that ego and to use that ego to support your process of learning more about yourself. Or this could be you and your partner, you and your family unit, like coming into that understanding of greater awareness of who you are and greater awareness of your purpose here, and greater love and support for each other. We also have the master number 33, so I am going to leave a link in the description if you are interested in learning more about that master number. There's definitely going to be some awesome messages there for you. And I would also Google it if you feel guided to do that. Okay, Aries, that is what I have for you for the month. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great month.